Good morning, everyone. I'm dressed very outdoorsy today, and I've actually had a very outdoorsy morning. I've trained with my PT this morning, and I've also done an hour's walk already, and I've also had a meeting with our interior designer Lauren, ready for the presentation of phase 2. So just to bring you up to speed, we are like finishing off our house in phases, and I decided to bring on a interior designer to help me do that, because I realized that the amount of time that it was taking me in order to find like the right finishes and get things right, there's so many things that are considered, and as a time poor human being, I wasn't able to do it. And I also loved Lauren's vision, and so she worked on the main living space of the house this time last year. So it kicked off this time last year, which is so nuts to think that we've like had our house like this for this long. And you'll also have noticed that I've not been doing a lot of homeware hauls since we did this, because first of all, I don't need to shop for finishing rooms off myself, because the rooms that have been tackled are finished, which is brilliant. I just might buy like a knick-knack here and there, just something that I maybe like, or I'll dress them, which is really lovely for me. So home hauls don't hugely happen so much, although I did just buy something for my dressing room, which I realized I needed to do. Basically, I had a bigger mirror for my dressing table and it broke. And so I've got this tiny little one and I can't see my hair. So I've ordered a like really lovely, not too big, but bigger tabletop wooden mirror, which I think will be lovely for in here, just to make it a bit different. But I was like, oh my gosh, I'm shopping for home stuff. This is so strange. The only place I really shop for home stuff is like the Time website nowadays. But yeah, so I had my meeting with Lauren, and we are having our presentation next week, so we can finalize everything and hopefully get cracking on that phase. I've also finalized the garden plans, and the garden plans have become a lot bigger than I planned for. So I'm actually really excited about this now, and I'm going to give you a bit of an update on that, but that will be kicking off in March. So we've got a few weeks to go, but it's going to give us some time to just finalize everything and get everything finished up. So it's really good. Yesterday I was out of the office. I was down in London shooting the gallery collection for my next collection with Karen Millen. Am I able to call myself a designer yet? Because I feel like I need a bio update. Like literally I'll be like puppy mum, designer, YouTuber. No, but I'm so in love with this collection, and I'm so excited for you to see it. I am planning a little kind of like reveal of everything, but over a period of time. So I'm really looking forward to you finally getting this collection. Just to make it clear, like I do 4 collections, so seasonal collections. I live seasonally, so for me this works perfectly for the way that I dress, for the way that I shop, and the way that I live my life. And the 4 collections work so perfectly for me. I also got my nails done, and not everyone was convinced on these. I don't know whether I'll go like all of the green colour on my nails, but I actually really like the colour. I've sent a few over to Alex for her to like buy some more different greens, because I realised that I've got green fingers now, so why would I not have green? And it feels very calming for me. So I've actually got a mix of cap and gown from Shellac, and I can't remember what the pink one is, but I think Alex may have put it on her Instagram account. So if you like my nails, they're a bit sort of, what's the word? Pinterest nails. So I went for lovely little green tips and then some accent nails as well. Ali was like, looks like you got dirt under your nails. And I was like, shut up. I like them, and I like my green fingers, and they make me feel happy. So that's all that matters. So yeah, I got those done as well. And I also started a new book on the way down. I feel like I'm on a bit of a roll with reading. This is my 5th book of the year already, which it may not seem like a lot for some people, but for me, I was not making time for reading. And in the month that I've spent reading more books, my world has become so much better. So whether I'm reading the physical books, which I'm also doing, a lot of my like personal development books that I like to read are via Audible. And I'm like the biggest fan. I bought Ali an Audible subscription for Christmas, and I bought my brother one as well. Not sponsored by Audible whatsoever, love them, biggest fan, don't work with them. Yeah, so I started my new book today, which is really exciting. I started Manifest by Roxy Narfusi, and I'm loving it. Like, I'm absolutely loving it, not just because she is possibly the most amazing person, but also her voice. She has quite possibly, it's like, her voice is like sexy and calming and everything, like all rolled into one. And so I'm really loving it. It's quite a short book as well, so if you wanted a short book about like manifesting and things like that, I'll pop it in the description box down below, because it's a really lovely like introduction to it, because manifesting is something that I didn't know I was doing my whole life. Probably not in like the proper way, if there is a proper way, but I didn't know that I was doing it. And I would actually post things onto my Instagram, and like that was me obviously putting it out there onto the universe, like whether it was my first Range Rover, my house in the country, just so many things that I even manifested Lumi. And it's so funny when you look back and you realize that you've been like doing this your whole life. And so I wanted to explore it a little bit more, but I can get quite lost in the airy fairiness of it. And I like the way that, as much as this is a really wonderful, calming and relaxing book to listen to as well, I felt like I got a much deeper understanding of how to structure my manifestations moving forward. So I actually spent last night, whilst Ali was watching a film, it wasn't a film that I hugely got into, maybe because I was just so focused on doing this, but I started making some vision boards on my phone. And even that, I don't know if that's the right way to do it, but I made them using Pinterest images and my branding and things like that, just like manifesting like little passion projects, and also like my personal things that I want to achieve, like the future and what I hope to have in my life, because Ali and I love our life so much, but that doesn't mean that we want to just stay at this point. There are like other things that we want to do. So I did a bit of a life vision board as well, and I even did like a work one, in the not just like passion projects and things like that, but I wanted to do it for like my job, this job with you guys. And like I wrote down like all of the brands that I would love to work with, like dream brands. Some of them I've already worked with, obviously, but like just the way that I see what I do, the way that I see it going. And that was really interesting as well, because I also discovered new brands, and also just kind of, I don't know, it felt really cathartic to know that I'm kind of on the right track, if that makes sense. So yeah, it was a really productive evening, and I would really recommend the book. And also I personally found doing it on my phone really useful, because I'm not going to go and like print out pictures or search magazines. I'm just going to go onto Pinterest, type in what I need to find, and find the exact thing, and then put it on the board or type it out. And it always has to be quite like aesthetically beautiful for me to be able to do it. So yeah, it all looks really, really, in fact, I can show you one of them. Can I show you one of them? I can show you it without the words on it. Yeah, so I can show you this one. This was like passion project mood board, if you can see there. So this is just, I've not obviously put dates on this yet or anything like that, but that's just one of them. I'm not showing my life one because we wouldn't want to give that away. But yeah, so anyway, that's what I've kind of been up to, and I thought I would give you a book recommendation, because I know so many of you downloaded Mo's book, and it literally makes me emotional. Hearing you like changing your lives and changing the way that you guys are thinking is unbelievable, and I'm so excited for you all, and like I'm excited for me too. And so it's just blooming lovely. So if you do enjoy the book, please just let me know, like slide into my DMs as well. Like it means so much to me. I can't respond to every DM, and I manage like comments and direct messages in a way that feels comfortable to me. I don't compare myself to other people in how they handle their comment sections and things like that. I'm very much like, this feels really comfortable for me and really lovely that I get to pick up conversations with people, or even like surprise people with responses and stuff like that. So yeah, I do read them all. I promise you I read them all, but I can't always get back to all of them, but I do my best, and that makes me feel good. Anyway, ramble on for 10 minutes. My goodness. Today's video, I need like a bit of a wardrobe cleanse, because, not a wardrobe cleanse, a wardrobe reorganize, because I have a secret to let you know. From what I can, this is not something I've done consciously. for pretty much a month, I would say, yeah, a month. So from the 25th of December to the 25th of January, I haven't shopped for clothes. I haven't bought any clothes. So I've done a month. It almost feels a bit sort of like I did it, but I obviously didn't do it on purpose, but I wasn't inspired, and I didn't feel any pressure because I've removed all the pressure from my life. And I just haven't shopped. And I also, like, I feel like over the last few years I've changed quite a lot, and I've changed my approach to fashion quite a lot. I know that on the grand scheme of the way that people are, like, they might think that my fashion consumption is more than others, which is kind of in line with my job, but I have reduced the way that I shop quite a lot. I intend to do that more, but it will be to my parameters and not to the parameters of people on the internet. If you remember, we went over that story of the donkey and how, like, everyone's parameters are so different. And so if yours are yours, as long as you're sort of keeping yours in that direction, that's great. But it was interesting realizing that I hadn't, like, bought any clothes for that long. Was just so interesting. And so I realized that I feel like I'm very, like, at peace with how I'm shopping at the moment, and just I kind of champion classic items. So it means that I don't actually feel like I need to shop so much, which is lovely in itself. And that's something I want to hone in 2022. I got the year right. I want to be buying more classic shapes and classic items, and just really to the best of my ability staying away from trends, because honestly I actually am not, like, I'm not attracted to the trend fashion. Like, I'm just not. And so not buying into the big oversized boot trend, or like the oversized blazer trend, or the oversized coat, like keeping the things classic is really working for me. Not that there is any, I'm never shading anyone, I'm just saying there is, like, for me it's working really, really well. And so I'm really happy to have done that. So I wanted to just kind of get things organized, make sure I can see everything in my wardrobe so that I'm wearing it better, because I've spent the last month wearing my wardrobe and loving it and being comfortable in it and being happy. And so I just want to make sure that I can see everything's good and organized, and then I'll kind of go through with you with regards to, like, how I've organized it, blah blah blah. I'm also changing things up a little bit. Like I said, I've got the new mirror coming, because at the moment I've got this mirror on a stand, as you can see. This was your stand, a little bit of pure mist. This is my current mirror, because in order to get it up to my level, it needs to be on a Dior candle, apparently. So I need it to be much bigger than this. I've also swapped out the decor in here, because I am loving having ferns everywhere. So my husband potted this lovely, great big fern in here. This room will eventually, in phase 3, have a bit of a glow up, but at the moment it's not. So I'm just changing things up and adding little dressings to make it feel more me. These things are actually most likely going to be going. I'm going to be losing these inserts, losing a lot of the mirrors. You'll see, but I have plans for in here. So yeah, just giving things a tidy up and organize, getting my life kind of, well, my physical life, I feel like I've got my mental life really well organized, but now I want to get this room workable, usable in a much more organized fashion. So that is what I'm going to crack on with doing. I've got some rails of clothes to put away, things to be sent back. Sometimes when people send me things and they're not right or whatever, I'll do my best to always send them back. I've also got alfalfa sprouts, which I didn't realize, so we're going to need to get rid of those. But this is the plan. You can see the 2 rails outside. You can see my case from yesterday that I'm hiding around there. This is my outfit. I'm wearing Adenola leggings in the sort of chocolate brown colour. I've also got a Karen Millen gilet on, which is really beautiful. It's got this quilting detail to it, and I love the neck as well. Just to be practical and comfortable for today, because I'm going to be in and out of the house probably with pots and things like that to dress the surfaces. So I went for something a bit more warm and practical. So nice cashmere jumper, Karen Millen gilet, boots, the whole shebang. The puppy dogs are downstairs, so is Lumi. So let's get cracking. Look at these 2 sun worshippers. Joined together like glue. Oh. So I'm going to pop my book on and pop you on a time lapse.
To grow. This is when your subconscious will panic.
So this is where we are at, colour coded in the knitwear section, and I've also edited down all of my cardigans as well, which are going to go elsewhere. I've popped my black knitwear to the front because I feel like I wear black knitwear quite a lot, but I don't if it's down the back. So we've got creams and blacks at the front and lots of nice oatmeals, lots of space to maneuver them, which is good. In here, we have had a big edit down, but as you know, I have a penchant for white tops. I just find them really, really crisp and clean and smart. So I have a little edit of them where I've got like summer tops, blouses, restructured shirts, normal classic shirts, linen shirts, silk shirts, and random ujumi flips. Then this is just an assortment of colours. I do have a bit of a penchant for striped shirts, which is a little tiny collection that is building at the moment, but I love them. So that's all nicely, well, it's not edited down. It could be smaller, but it all fits. There's lots of room for me to move around, so I'm not too concerned. Now to start on the main wardrobe, which is like my dresses. I keep all of my dresses in here just to give it a reorganise, a smarten up, and a sort through. I've been waiting for the dogs to stop wrestling downstairs. So if you can hear those noises, it is them wrestling in their new bed. And waiting for them to stop is futile. So I'm just gonna crack on. But this is my dressing room by night, and I have had a very, very productive day. Organising, beautifying, redressing. I've got some new little pots in here now rather than the very prim and proper flowers. I've got these beautiful little rustic pots here, and obviously I've got my fern on my dressing table, which I have dressed with a moss green velvet Erin display tray and 2 Erin fragrances on there. And obviously I'm waiting for my new mirror to come. Everything now is just a lot more kind of streamlined and organised, which I personally think it's really easy to sort of lose a grasp on your organisation, especially for me. I just, before I know it, it's all gone to pot basically. And just resetting everything, getting everything in order again really does. Just, it's such a good thing for my mindset as well. I don't know whether it's just me. Let me know in the comments if you're the same. Like, I find it so therapeutic just getting on and organising things. I am literally battling against the sound of them wrestling. I'm gonna have to show you what they're doing. Oh, you've stopped, have you? Making all of that noise? These two are spending a considerable amount of time wrestling in their bed. I've never heard noises like it. What are you both burrowing for? Barkley, should you be doing that? This is what they've been doing. And then they bury their schnoots into the creases. And then a little bit more moaning. And then schnoots into the creases. So we are just going to ignore that noise because it is absolutely horrific. This cupboard is one that I still have to work on. I have had an edit down, but what I want to do is to get all these jackets into another cupboard. I need to have a clear of this area under here so that I've got more full height hanging, organise of the boots, but everything has been given a bit of a once over. I've given my laptop a clean, which is always I feel very proud of myself when I do that, and I've lit a candle as well. This is the Encens Mystique from Christian Dior, Maison Christian Dior. And I've got my diary here ready for the morning. And my husband brought back something that I have been eagerly awaiting the arrival of. These are from TOWCESTER and Hicks. I had some bespoke knitwear made, and I think it was made to measure knitwear made. We went and had it all measured up before Christmas, and it is finally in. So this is very much more of what I want to be doing in 2022. I've already actually thought of another jacket that I want to have made. So I'm gonna send my inspo over and place an order myself. But I'm very excited because Ali's even said to me they look fabulous. I look a little bit bedraggled, but I have been non-stop organising and sorting things out. So I probably look a little bit tired. I'm looking forward to snuggling on the sofa. Wow. So this is my kind of oatmeal cable knit jumper, which I've had made to the specification of my shoulders, my very, very broad shoulders. Now, what was the composition of this one? It was so funny, I ordered it. Boys, can you be quiet, please? Thank you. So this is their extra fine merino wool. So it's non kind of like itchy, but a very classic cable knit design, and a mock turtleneck, because I find that actual turtlenecks often aren't that flattering on me, and it's really weird. I don't think I have a double chin. Not that it's wrong if you have a double chin, but when I wear a roll neck, it like gives me a double chin. And so I found that mock roll necks are much better for me, and this oatmeal shade is absolutely perfect. Really beautiful. And these are the things that you can have made at TOWCESTER and Hicks by having like your measurements taken, and then you can just keep ordering things. So if you want something in a different color or a different style, they've got like a whole catalogue of things that you can have made to measure. And it's like the slightly more affordable option than fully bespoke. Fully bespoke is my absolute favorite because it just feels like such a dream. Ooh, this one. Wowzers. This is like air. Oh my goodness. So what did we go for with this one in the end? So this is the 30% silk and 70% cashmere roll neck. So this for me is like the dream. I would love an entire wardrobe of these types of tops because they are so perfect for warmth, softness on your skin, but also underneath coats, because there's nothing worse than a big bulky jumper underneath a coat. And this is a really beautiful like butterscotch shade with a mock roll neck again because it suits me better. These two colours together, I have picked an absolute dream, like such classics and such beautiful materials. Oh, love it. Good morning everyone. Guess who tried Heatless Waves last night? I tried it on previously waved hair though, so I still want to try it on my like natural hair texture, because I've obviously got so much more used to my hair texture now that I'm not straightening it, and I actually almost like embrace my hair texture now because it's quite coarse, my hair, it's a bit like horse hair. And so yeah, I've ordered myself a little what's it called, like Heatless Waves thing, because I used my dressing gown like thingamajig last night and it kind of like started flipping over, so I'm gonna try a proper one. And also I touch it up because you never get it perfect, so I'll still be using like a tiny amount of heat, but yeah, I'm interested to see. Also, look how much my hair has grown. It looks like we're here with the warmth. Also, one thing I forgot to mention in this video as well is you're going to start seeing some changes across most of the things that I do online. We basically had like a really big brainstorm as like a group and a team and all of the people that I work with, and it was like we just had a really lovely creative dump basically, and it's just so happened that some things are going to change. I really feel like when I launched my website almost a year ago now with Chloe Digital, I really honed a part of myself that I thought there wasn't a space for on the internet, and I've continued to hone that over the last year, and we're just kind of zhuzhing that up a little bit and progressing with it. So it's not going to be like this huge big because I think that that never gives space for like working things out and making sure that everything works properly. So it's just going to be this slow sort of growth and transition over the next few weeks. But you can see the beginnings of this over on my Instagram now. It's just going to be kind of drip fed in, and you're slowly going to see things changing. But the first sort of bits, I believe when this video goes live, you'll still be able to catch the end of the first bits of it over on my Instagram. So if not, I'll add them to a highlight as well, because basically we are going to be treating every kind of year as if it's a book. I live, and I think that we've all realised this, I live very, very seasonally. I love the seasons, I love England, and I love like nature and things like that. And so I really wanted to bring more of that in, because I feel like it's a passion that a lot of us share as well. And so you're going to be seeing a lot more seasonal living and just good living as well. So if you want to go and check it out over on my Instagram, it is over there now. There should be a few hours left on my stories that you can go and check that out. But yes, and then last night I did some shopping. I had a big sort of like phone call with Despina about things that I need to be doing. So I've got my second Olaplex in a couple of days, and I need to find a proper like mask. I've been using the Olaplex one, but she wants me to be using like a really, really rich one. So I've ordered the Orbe, like I think it's like the deep rich one. Wow, that is a bougie expensive mask. So I'm gonna be using that tomorrow morning, but I'll let you know in my next vlog what I think of it and how I've got on. But I'm really intrigued by these Heatless Waves. And I'm also I'm very excited to hear your feedback. I'm just going back, like my mind just flits between like things. But I'm really intrigued to hear your feedback, because quite honestly, I have not stopped sending the DMs that I've been receiving to the team, because there was like this instant spike in traffic to my website. People that said that they'd never read my website before found themselves clicking to go and read it, and the response to the first post has been nothing short of spectacular. And so I am honestly, I just can't wait to hear your feedback. I hope that you enjoy reading the book of my life and my loves and just everything that's going to come, because it's really lovely to just feel like I've leaned into my niche a little bit over the last year, and I've worked with an amazing team on this, the girls from Stories, the girls from Chloe Digital, just everyone that I've worked with over the last year. Sophie Southmaid, Emily Wells, like I've worked with the best of the best, and seeing all of these things come to life now and just streamlined and just working with a team. Like I have so many incredible women that work with me all the time, and it's so lovely to have such a female strong team. Like to even now have a photographer that I work with. I always dreamed of working with a female photographer, because there's just something about the energy that me and Katie have together when we're shooting, and the energy that the team has in general. It's just wonderful. So yeah, I'm waking up today on a high, because I know that you're going to be seeing the first bits of this, and I'm so excited to see what you think. I am going to get myself sorted now, dressed, choose an outfit that makes me feel fabulous, and let me know what you think. I feel like these end bits are a little bit too like frizzy, almost like I had my hair in plaits, but I quite like that the waves are lower down. But anyway, let's get on with the day. This gorgeous girl has been keeping me company in my dressing room today, and yesterday, in fact. Happy Lulu. Happy Lulu. I've wrapped her up in my dressing gown because she wanted to sit on my lap, but that is not happening. I've got work to do, my love. You're as bad as the dogs. Always want a lap. And that is why I love a good old wardrobe organised, because I found this two-piece from a brand called Seventh Close. They sent me these trousers and the matching shirt, so it can be worn with the shirt as well. I'm wearing it with my silk and cashmere jumper from TOWCESTER and Hicks, which is absolutely beautiful. It has such gorgeous detailing to it and fits the absolute dream on my shoulders. So very, very happy with this. The perfect neckline for me as well, because it's not coming up to here and making me look so yeah, I've styled it with my Hermes belt and boots, and I'd probably wear it with my 30 Birkin as well. But this is like my dream attire always, like comfortable trousers like this. I need to get more of these high-waisted trousers because they are just so comfortable to wear around the house, and I've got so many lovely blouses that I'd love to wear them with. I need to get, in fact, that is something I think I'm going to do. I think I'm going to go to TOWCESTER and Hicks and I'm going to have a load of these trousers with this double pleat style made so that I'm always comfortable. Although I do have a pair coming in my Karen Millen collection, but they're not double pleat, but they are the most beautiful navy trousers for the spring season, but they're coming. Anyway, very, very happy with this. Very comfortable and very, very me. Aha, little puppies, we have bed number 2 arriving. So now you can stop fighting over bed number 1. So do we put it here so you can sleep next to each other? Oh my goodness, it's a puppy royal rumble. Come on, you haven't even let me put it down before you've jumped in it. You can't both have both beds. You've got to choose one each. Come on. There we go. To get you your blankets. Yes, Bolly Moo Moo. Yes. There's definitely enough room for all of you. No, you don't chew that. He is a little chewy moo. Ooh, my Space NK order has just arrived. This is the Signature Moisture Mask, a super indulgence. This is from Orbay, and obviously I paid for this. It wasn't sent to me. I ordered both of them because tomorrow morning it is going off with this bad boy in the shower. I also really quite like the packaging of this. So luxe. I'm also wearing the Charlotte Tilbury Karina's Star lipstick this morning. Let me know if you like it, because I think that the coral tones really work well with the neutral tones that I'm wearing today. I feel very lovely, and Carrie said to me that she thinks that I look very equestrian chic today, which is obviously my favourite. One of the other things that I'm doing to get the most out of my wardrobe is I'm staying on top of my ironing. So I'm going to pull out any of my shirts and blouses that haven't been ironed so that when I come to wear them, they're ready to go, because there's nothing worse than wanting to wear something, maybe you're rushing or something like that, and it's all creased. It's going to take you forever to sort it out. So that is what my plan of action is. I'm going to pull out the shirts and get them ironed, crisp, ready to go. Because it's kind of the same as with like my food and my snacks and things like that. As long as I'm prepared, it means that I'm doing better and making better choices. I'd rather be choosing things from my wardrobe than like getting new ones, essentially. So I'm gonna rummage through and find the things that need to have a little bit of TLC. I am finishing up for the day at the moment because I'm going to be going for my second Olaplex appointment soon. We've just had the guys in charge of our security system just coming and doing some checks and some plans. We've got our amazing cleaning team here as well, so it's a bit of a madhouse at the moment. So I'm just ticking some things off my to-do list, catching up on a little bit of admin on my laptop, and then I'm going to finish off the end of Roxy's book. So I will see you guys in my next video. I hope you've enjoyed this, and let me know what your favourite part of this vlog is in the comments. And also please don't forget to go over and check out the blog now, because it is obviously going to be changing a little bit soon. So hopefully you'll enjoy reading the first post of January. It came a little bit later because we just wanted to make sure that we were doing it in the right way and setting a good plan in place. So it is a little bit late in January, but hopefully there's still room for the content that's coming, because we're all really excited about it. Oh, just kicked my dressing table. I'll see you guys in my next vlog. Bye.